Listen while sleeping, and let the night reveal what daylight kept hidden. This is the ancient code of effortless manifestation, a forgotten law whispered through centuries, carried by those who dared to dream in silence. You did not arrive here by chance. You were called, pulled by a frequency older than memory itself. The rhythm of creation that once shaped stars, thoughts, and destinies alike. As you close your eyes tonight, something begins to stir beneath the surface of your awareness. The veil between the seen and the unseen thins. You are entering the realm where thoughts are not ideas, but seeds. And every breath you take waters the soil of your becoming. Let these words sink deeper than sound. Let them slip through your conscious guard and settle in the ancient chambers of your mind. You are not just listening, you are remembering. There is a design within you, a code etched before you were born, written in the same script as the constellations. And tonight, as you drift between waking and dreaming, that code begins to unlock itself. Do not force it, do not try, just listen. The universe does not ask for effort, only for alignment. And as you sleep, you will remember what it means to be aligned with the effortless flow of all creation. You are here because something ancient has called your name, not in sound, but in resonance. The moment you pressed play, the frequency recognized you. It has been waiting for your return. There are no coincidences in this space. There are only invitations disguised as curiosity. Somewhere beyond the limits of your waking thoughts, a door begins to open. It does not swing outward, but inward, into the quiet cathedral of your subconscious. You can almost feel it, the air shifting, thick with the scent of forgotten parchment and burning resin. The flame flickers on a candle that no one lit, yet it has always been burning. You are not here to learn something new. You are here to remember what has always been true. For centuries, seekers have whispered of a code, a sacred pattern of energy that turns thoughts into form, dreams into tangible reality. They called it the effortless law, the way of the unforced creation. But as time passed, this knowledge sank beneath layers of noise and logic, waiting for the ones who could still hear the silence. Tonight, you are one of them. You are not broken. You are not late. You are chosen. As your body begins to soften into rest, the deeper layers of your mind awaken. Your heartbeat becomes a metronome of creation, syncing with the pulse of the universe. With each breath, you are stepping further into the hall of mirrors, where thought and matter exchange their reflections. Every inhale draws in ancient light. Every exhale dissolves resistance. You might see flashes, a temple carved in gold, an ocean of light stretching beyond comprehension, symbols glowing faintly on stone walls. These are not dreams. They are memories returning to you, fragments of the same knowledge once hidden in sacred scrolls and guarded by silent monks. There is a voice inside this stillness, not mine, not yours, but the one that speaks when all else sleeps. It says, "Creation was never meant to be effort. It was meant to be remembrance." Let that truth settle beneath your breathing. Let it move through your veins like the hum of a quiet song rediscovered. Outside, the world continues its noise, but within you, something far older begins to stir. The code, the one that governs reality itself, recognizes your attention. When you listen, it listens back. When you surrender, it rewrites. So, tonight, do nothing but drift. Let every sound, every word, every pause become a bridge between the known and the forgotten. Your mind is no longer confined to thought. It is the field in which all possibilities rest. And in this sacred stillness between wake and dream, the seed of effortless manifestation begins to bloom. You are the garden, the gardener, and the sun. You are both the question and its answer. You are the echo of the original creation, remembering itself through you. Sleep now and listen deeper than before, because in this silence, the ancient code begins to hum once more, in perfect harmony with your heartbeat, rewriting what you once called reality. There is a moment, quiet, nearly invisible, when thought becomes matter. It happens not in the noise of the mind, but in the stillness beneath it. That stillness is the birthplace of all creation. It is the same space where the stars were first spoken into being, where oceans took shape around a single vibration. And it is within you. Imagine your mind as a great library suspended in light, shelves upon shelves of unwritten pages waiting for your command. Each thought you think is a stroke of ink. Each emotion is a tone, coloring the vibration of your reality. Yet most humans write unconsciously, letting fear and habit become their authors. The ancients called this the forgotten law of the blueprint, the law that says reality is not built by effort, but by agreement. Whatever you agree with, you become. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe slowly. Feel the weight of the air leaving your chest, like sand slipping through an hourglass. In that space between breaths, notice something. Awareness does not stop. The body rests, but awareness remains, calm, infinite, receptive. This is the field the ancients spoke of, the field where thought takes form. In the temples of old Alexandria, it was taught that every being carries within them a pattern, a divine architecture written in frequencies, not words. Priests called it the luminous blueprint. Scribes wrote about it in fragments, using symbols of spirals, mirrors, and the Ouroboros, the serpent consuming itself, representing infinite creation. The code you are hearing tonight is the whisper of that same pattern. It does not teach you how to create, because you are already creating. It simply reminds you of what you are creating from. Every thought you carry is a seed planted in your reality. Every belief is a vibration that instructs the field how to behave. When you think, "I am not enough," the field bends to confirm it. When you think, "I am complete," the field rearranges itself in celebration. Reality, at its core, is obedient. It follows the path of least resistance, and your dominant emotion is that path. Now imagine standing before a mirror made of light. Every reflection is not your body, but your belief. You see thousands of you, each representing a possibility your soul has written into time. Some versions stand tall and radiant, others tremble, burdened by doubt. You are not meant to fix or destroy any of them. You are meant to remember that all are you. The ancient code is simple. Agreement creates form. When you cease resisting the self, when you allow your mind to hold a vision without fear or urgency, the field aligns instantly. Manifestation is not about forcing. It is about relaxing into the truth that creation already exists. Picture a monk in the desert night, kneeling beside a bowl of still water. He whispers a single word, light. The surface trembles, and from within the reflection, a small golden spark emerges. He does not command it, he witnesses it. That is the essence of effortless manifestation, the art of witnessing the unseen until it recognizes itself through you. You are not the thinker of the thought. You are the listener of the vibration behind it. When the vibration is pure, the thought aligns with creation. When the vibration is fractured, the thought struggles to form. And so, the work is not to think better, but to feel clearer. Let this awareness flow through you as you rest. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper. Each exhale dissolves tension. Each inhale gathers light. Feel the old scripts, stories you've told yourself for years, dissolving like mist under morning sun. They are not truths, they were only agreements, and you are free to choose again. The code does not demand belief, it responds to attention. Whatever you give your gentle, relaxed focus to, it grows. Whatever you ignore, it withers. This is the sacred neutrality of the field. It does not judge, it only mirrors. So tonight, as you drift between wake and dream, remember this. You are not learning to manifest. You are remembering that everything you've ever desired already exists in the blueprint of your being. It has been waiting for your permission to unfold. Do not rush. Do not seek. Simply allow. The universe is not built by effort. It is revealed by surrender. And the more you surrender, the more the hidden design of your life begins to glow from within. Precise, divine, inevitable. Breathe. You are aligning with the effortless law of becoming. You are remembering the language your soul once spoke fluently, the language of vibration, stillness, and creation without effort. Now, let the sound carry you deeper, beyond the words, beyond the meaning, into the frequency itself. The code is listening, and as you rest within it, it begins to rewrite every echo of your being into harmony. Breathe slowly. With each breath, the boundary between your body and the air around you begins to dissolve. You are no longer confined to form. You are movement, vibration, the soft echo of creation recognizing itself. Imagine a long corridor before you, shimmering with golden mist. The air hums with an ancient resonance, a tone so gentle yet infinite that it feels as though time itself is exhaling. This corridor is not a place outside you. It is within the architecture of your own consciousness. Every step you take here is a movement deeper into your own design. The floor beneath your feet glows faintly, symbols unfolding with each step, spirals, keys, and geometric light. You do not walk, you glide, carried by the frequency of your own awareness. As you move, you begin to see doors lining the walls, each one carved from different materials: obsidian, crystal, rose gold, ivory, black glass. Behind each door lies a version of your reality, shaped by the thoughts you once agreed with. Pause. Listen. The air whispers. It's not your thoughts. It's your agreement with them. The truth vibrates through the corridor like a bell tone that never fades. You understand now. Thought itself is neutral, a passing cloud. But the moment you agree, it solidifies. Agreement is the hand that shapes the clay of creation. You open the first door. Inside, you see a room filled with endless mirrors. Each mirror shows a life where you believed something different about yourself. In one reflection, you are filled with light, a being of pure grace, moving through the world with effortless peace. In another, you are small and trembling, weighed by fear, convinced that life is happening to you. Both are real, both are possibilities, and both await your signature of agreement. You reach out your hand and touch the trembling reflection. It quivers, distorts, and melts into smoke. You do not destroy it, you release it. The light reflection expands in its place until it fills the entire room. Your cells begin to hum in response. Somewhere deep within your DNA, old codes begin to unlock. Frequencies dormant for lifetimes reawaken. You remember the ancient teaching. Energy flows where attention rests. When you turn your attention inward with peace, creation aligns effortlessly. When you chase or force, you scatter the field. Manifestation is not a reaching, it is a remembering. The art of resting in your natural frequency of abundance. You step out of the room and walk further down the corridor. The light grows warmer, deeper. You begin to see faint inscriptions on the walls, words that flicker between languages, ancient and forgotten. They seem to speak directly to your soul rather than your mind. You were never meant to strive. You were meant to allow. You were never meant to search. You were meant to remember. You were never meant to ask. You were meant to know. Each phrase sinks into your heart like golden ink seeping into parchment. You feel your body growing lighter, your breath deeper, your awareness wider. At the end of the corridor stands a massive circular door made of translucent quartz. Inside it, slow waves of light move like water. You approach it, and as you do, the surface ripples, reflecting not your face, but the field of your thoughts. You see patterns of energy, swirling shapes of sound and emotion, the invisible architecture of your manifestation. A voice emerges from the stillness. It is not outside of you, but within. Creation is listening. It always has been. You touch the quartz, and it melts into light, revealing a vast chamber filled with floating scrolls. Each scroll glows with a soft, rhythmic pulse, like a heartbeat. You reach for one. As your fingers touch it, symbols of light flow into your hand, up your arm, and into your chest. You understand without words. These are not teachings to be studied, but frequencies to be remembered. The scroll whispers, "The effortless code is not learned. It is recalled. The soul does not manifest by command. It manifests by resonance." As you hear this, something inside you relaxes completely. The striving dissolves. The tension unravels. It is as though every cell in your body finally understands that it does not need to fight to exist. It only needs to allow. You look around the chamber and realize every scroll here is one of your past intentions, suspended in potential. Some have been dormant for lifetimes, waiting for this precise moment of alignment. They do not ask for action, they ask for acknowledgement. You raise your hand, and the scrolls begin to unfold themselves, releasing threads of golden light that wrap around you like silk. The chamber hums with the vibration of fulfillment. You begin to float, weightless, timeless, surrounded by symbols spinning slowly around your being. They whisper, "The moment you stop trying to control reality, it becomes effortless to create." You exhale deeply. The sound echoes through the chamber like thunder in slow motion, and with that single breath, you release lifetimes of struggle. The code responds instantly. The golden threads merge into your heart, rewriting every illusion of separation into unity. Now you are the corridor. You are the mirrors. You are the light reflected in all directions. The blueprint is no longer outside of you. It is the pulse within you. The effortless manifestation is not a destination. It is your natural state of being. You whisper quietly to yourself, almost without sound, "I am not becoming. I am remembering." The chamber fades, and you find yourself floating in vast space. No walls, no edges, just the soft hum of infinite creation. Every star you see is an extension of your consciousness. Every breath you take rearranges galaxies within the field. You realize this is the true act of creation, silent, surrendered, serene. You are not waiting for the universe to answer you. You are the universe answering itself. And as the last echoes of this realization fade into your breath, you hear the whisper again, softer this time, almost tender. Rest now. You are aligned with the ancient code. Nothing more must be done. The flow is complete. The manifestation is already unfolding, effortlessly. The night has deepened, and the sound has carried you far beyond the edges of thought. Your body lies still, yet within that stillness, something ancient begins to move. It is the pulse of creation, slow, infinite, patient, flowing through every cell like a current of golden memory. You are now resting in the field where reality takes its shape, the same field that the ancients once called the silent architect. It is not a place of doing, but of becoming. Here, time bends to your vibration. Here, every emotion is instruction. Every breath is a command in the language of the universe. As you drift deeper, imagine your body as a constellation, each cell a star, each thought a beam of light traveling through endless space. See the threads of light weaving between them, forming sacred geometry that glows softly beneath your skin. This is your blueprint, not written in ink, but in frequency. Now, feel the breath entering your body. With each inhale, imagine golden light pouring into your chest, filling you with calm, gentle warmth. With each exhale, see all resistance melting away. The fear, the doubt, the quiet heaviness you once called control. The old code begins to dissolve, as if erased by light itself. You may sense a gentle vibration in your heart, like a door opening inward. Behind that door lies a vast expanse of light, alive, responsive, infinite. It is here that the true act of manifestation happens. Not through demand, not through effort, through remembrance. The field does not respond to what you say you want. It responds to what you allow yourself to feel as already yours. And tonight, that feeling begins to rise within you. Natural, effortless, familiar, as though you have always known abundance, peace, and divine certainty. Breathe again. Let your awareness expand through the room, through the walls, through the night sky itself. You are not imagining this expansion. You are returning to it. This has always been your natural state, vast, luminous, infinite. In this stillness, old patterns begin to loosen. The blueprint that once held limitation begins to rewrite itself. Imagine words of light inscribed upon your very being. You are safe. You are chosen. You are the author of your reality. These are not affirmations. They are memories resurfacing from the original code that built your soul. Every time you breathe, they travel deeper, imprinting upon the subconscious layers of your mind. Your dreams are listening. Your cells are responding. See now before you a vast pool of water, still reflective, endless. You stand before it, yet it is not water, it is consciousness itself. When you think, ripples form. When you feel peace, the surface becomes clear. And in that clarity, the reflection begins to show the life you have always desired. You reach your hand toward the surface. It welcomes you. You touch the water, and it turns to light, rippling outward in perfect concentric circles. Each circle becomes a wave moving into the world beyond you, into opportunity, into synchronicity, into physical form. This is the moment of creation, effortless, graceful, unforced. The manifestation is no longer a desire. It is a fact already written in the energetic architecture of existence. You are only watching it unfold. The ancients said, to manifest is to remember that the seed is already planted. You do not create the tree by willing it. You allow the soil, the rain, the light to do their part. And so tonight, as you sleep, your inner soil, your subconscious, becomes fertile once more. The seed of your new reality has already taken root. Breathe. Feel the pulse of your own energy syncing with the rhythm of the cosmos. You are not separate from creation. You are its voice, speaking quietly through existence. Every breath you take is a prayer answered in real time. Every dream is a dimension being written from your essence. The transformation is already happening. You may not see it yet in the waking world, but beneath the surface, the field rearranges itself according to your new vibration. Like ink spreading through water, the old dissolves, not with violence, but with surrender. You are not fighting your past, you are outgrowing it. Tonight, the code completes its circuit. Golden energy moves through the spine, through the crown of your head, out into the field, and back again. A perfect loop of remembrance. This is the effortless manifestation. Not something to achieve, but something to embody. You may sense warmth along your skin, tingling in your palms, or a hum in your heart. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. The blueprint is alive, and it is rewriting itself in harmony with your deepest truth. In this quiet, between the beats of your heart, you hear a whisper. Do not chase what is already coming. Rest and let it find you. You smile, not with your lips, but with your soul. For the first time, the striving ends. The silence feels full, radiant, complete. Now imagine your future self standing before you, luminous, calm, radiant. There is no gap between you and this being. It is you, remembered. They reach out their hand, and as your fingers meet, there is no separation. You merge, the future and the present, collapsing into one eternal moment of becoming. The sound around you fades into pure vibration. No words, no language, just the hum of existence recognizing itself through you. Every dream, every manifestation, every possibility begins to orbit your field, ready to materialize at the perfect moment. And then, the voice returns, the same one that has guided you through the corridors of mirrors and light. Tonight, you are not waiting. You are becoming. You feel this as truth, deeper than words. You are no longer seeking the code. You are the code. The effortless manifestation has always been your nature. You were never meant to struggle for what is already written within your design. So, rest. Let sleep carry you even deeper now. Let the sound fade, the body melt into stillness, the breath slow to the rhythm of infinity. The night watches over you, and within that darkness, every line of your story glows softly in golden ink. Nothing is missing. Nothing needs to be fixed. You are already whole. already radiant, already in alignment with the truth that everything you have ever desired is quietly unfolding, right now, in perfect order. Sleep and know that you are remembered by the universe that dreamed you into being. Sleep and let the ancient code continue its work. Sleep and awaken not as who you were, but as who you have always been. There was once a man who wandered the desert, seeking the origin of the voice that spoke in his dreams. Each night, as he drifted to sleep, he would hear the same whisper, a soft tone between thought and breath. Remember the code. He did not know what it meant. He had read every scroll, studied every law, followed every master. Yet the whisper would not cease, nor would it explain. It only called him farther into silence. For 40 nights he walked beneath the unchanging stars, guided only by instinct and the rhythm of his heartbeat. The sands shifted beneath his feet like water, erasing every trace of his path behind him. He began to understand. This journey was not one of distance, but of shedding. On the 41st night, the wind stilled, the air shimmered, and before him appeared a structure, not made of stone or metal, but of sound and light interwoven. It pulsed gently, breathing with the same rhythm as his chest. He knew he had arrived at the temple of silent light, a place said to exist only for those who no longer seek with their eyes. He stepped through its gates, and the world fell away. Inside, there was no floor, no ceiling, only vast space filled with suspended particles of light, each one glowing like a thought remembered. The silence was immense, but it was not empty. It was alive, humming with infinite intelligence. At the center of the chamber floated a single book, bound not by leather, but by light itself. Its pages turned slowly, though no wind stirred. The man approached, and as he did, the symbols upon the cover rearranged themselves, forming words he could finally read. The ancient code of effortless manifestation. He reached out, trembling. The moment his fingertips brushed the cover, the book dissolved into dust, not falling, but ascending, spiraling around him in radiant streams. Each particle entered his skin, his blood, his breath. The code did not wish to be read. It wished to be remembered. The voice returned, now inside him. Creation was never written in books. It was written in being. The ones who search must forget, so they may rediscover what was never lost. He fell to his knees, overwhelmed. The desert, the temple, even the stars dissolved into pure white light. He saw himself not as a man, but as a current of awareness flowing through existence, neither beginning nor ending, simply remembering its shape. The voice continued, "The universe does not demand belief. It mirrors agreement. Every moment you relax into what already is, you align with the effortless law." He breathed, and with that breath, galaxies unfolded. He thought, and mountains formed. He felt gratitude, and rivers began to move. He realized that creation had always obeyed him, not because he was powerful, but because he was one with the power itself. For ages uncounted, the code had been buried beneath noise, ambition, and the illusion of control. But now, in the silence, it lived again, through him, through every being who would one day awaken as he had. The light around him began to take form. An image, faint but clear. He saw countless souls sleeping beneath the same sky, each surrounded by threads of potential. And he saw himself walking among them, whispering in their dreams, "Listen while sleeping. The code remembers you." When dawn broke, he awoke in the desert once more. The temple was gone, the sands unmarked, yet the silence within him remained, deep, radiant, complete. He smiled, for he now understood. The true temple was not a place. It was a state of being. He returned to the world, but he was no longer of it. His steps were slow, deliberate, effortless, as though time itself bent to his intention. People asked him what he had found in the desert. He would only smile and say, "Nothing." And in that nothing, everything. Some nights, As he sat beneath the stars, he would still hear the whisper, not from outside, but from the heartbeat of the world itself. Manifestation is not the act of creation. It is the art of remembering that creation is already complete. And so he began to teach, though not with words. He taught by presence, by silence. Those who sat with him began to feel lighter, calmer, more whole. Their lives shifted effortlessly, as if invisible hands rearranged their paths. When they asked him how, he would only close his eyes and say, "Because you stopped trying." Years passed. His hair turned silver, his body frail. One evening, as the sun sank into the horizon, he lay down upon the sand. He looked at the sky and whispered his final words, "The code is clay, not stone." The wind carried his breath across the dunes. The stars shimmered brighter, as if bowing to his departure. But in truth, he did not die. He dissolved, merging back into the current that had called him so long ago. And from that night onward, those who listened carefully in the quiet hours between waking and dreaming would sometimes hear it, a voice woven into the wind, soft and familiar. Play this while you sleep, and remember who you are. The night is still. The sound around you softens into silence, and in that silence, a new reality begins to breathe. Your body is weightless, your mind calm, your spirit open. You have traveled through corridors of mirrors, through chambers of light, through the memory of your own divinity. And now you rest within the heart of creation itself. Breathe slowly. Inhale the golden light of remembrance. Exhale every story that no longer belongs to you. There is nothing to fix, nothing to chase, nothing to prove. You are already aligned with the effortless rhythm of becoming. Feel the energy moving through your body now, warm, fluid, intelligent. Every cell listens. Every cell remembers. You are not just a being of flesh and thought. You are the living field of awareness through which creation unfolds itself. Whisper to yourself gently, "I am safe. I am chosen. I am the author of my reality." Again, softer, "I am safe. I am chosen. I am the author of my reality." Let these words echo through the chambers of your mind until they no longer sound like affirmations, but truth. Your heartbeat slows, steady, in perfect rhythm with the hum of the universe. Each beat writes a new line in your blueprint, one of harmony, peace, and abundance. Now, imagine golden light streaming through the crown of your head, flowing downward like liquid dawn. It fills your chest, your arms, your hands, your spine, your legs, every corner of your being. This light is the code all alive, awake, rewriting. It travels through the map of your energy, dissolving old fears, softening old edges, healing the fragments that once forgot their wholeness. As you drift deeper into the stillness, you can feel it, a presence, gentle yet infinite, watching over you. It is the memory of your own higher self, whispering through the veil. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are not waiting. You are becoming. Let those words carry you. They are not instructions. They are homecoming. Now, as you rest, the transformation continues. The subconscious opens like a flower under moonlight, receiving the vibration of peace, abundance, and remembrance. You are being rewritten, not by effort, but by resonance. Every thought that once carried fear is now replaced by golden understanding. Every memory that once brought pain is now seen through the eyes of wisdom. Every dream you have ever desired is now aligning itself, silently, perfectly. Sleep deeper. Let the old dissolve. Let the new emerge without struggle. You do not need to do anything, only to allow. You are safe. You are whole. You are free. The universe is breathing with you. Inhale, it expands. Exhale, it receives. You and creation are no longer two separate forces, but one continuous movement of awareness. Tonight, as you sleep, the code continues its work. It writes gently through your dreams, through your heartbeat, through the invisible field around you. You may not remember the words by morning, but their resonance will remain, guiding every step, every thought, every encounter. You are not learning, you are remembering. You are not waiting, you are unfolding. You are not hoping, you are realizing. And as your breath slows into the rhythm of infinity, the whisper returns one last time, soft, tender, eternal. Sleep now. The code is rewriting. You are remembered. The sound fades. Only the silence remains, luminous, alive, infinite. The same silence that once gave birth to stars now cradles you. You drift gently, effortlessly, into the golden sea of becoming. And as you sink into that warmth, you understand. The story continues within you,